Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Spreading Knowledge with my new video. Friends, in today's video of mine, I will discuss what are the differences between state and government. Relating to my previous video on topic differences between political science and politics, I discussed that politics is a process but government is an institution. Politics is the process that select our leaders who then fill position in institution of government that make public policy. As far as politicians are concerned, they are the persons who has the ability to persuade others that is in their best interest to follow them. They convince common people towards them. Friends, the end product of the government and politics is public policy. So the bottom line is that politics is the process, the mean by which government is conducted. In relation to this, I will explain today in a very short manner the meaning of the state and the meaning of the government. Then we discuss about what are the differences between the state and the government. So let's take or begin with the first term, that is the meaning of the term state. So, what do you mean by a state? A state is a nation or territory considered as an organized political community under one government. In other words, we can say that the state is a community formed by the people and exercising permanent power within a specific territory. By these two types of meaning of the state, we came to know that what we require for making a state, friends, first we need a specific territory, then people, then to exercise the power of the people we need a government. So when we find a definite territory, in that territory people are there and that people exercising their power through a government is called as a state. Makes sense. A community which is having definite territory with people or population having their own government is called as a state. So how this word state is come from? The word state is taken from the Latin state to stand. A state is a political community that occupies a definite territory having an organized government with the authority to make and enforce law without the consent of a higher authority. On the basis of this meaning of the word state, we can trace the four elements of the state. For making of a state, we need uh, four elements. That is, first we need a definite territory, that is the first element. Second is that territory should have a group of people, that is population. So population is the second element of the state, and that population or organized political community, that is the group of people come under one government. That the government is the third important element of the state, and that government makes and enforces its own laws without the approval from any other authority, that is called as sovereignty. That sovereignty as the fourth element of the state. So, on the basis of above points, we came to know that while making any state, these four elements are must and should be present. That is, a state should have a particular territory, population, government, and that government should having a sovereignty. So now we take another aspect of our topic, that is the term state and government. In that we have to take the government. So we discussed about the meaning of the term state. As far as the government is concerned, friends, what do you mean by a government? We already know that the government is an element of the state. In a very simple way, government means the group of people who rule or control a country. A government is the system. It is the group of people governing or ruling a country or state by which a country administered and regulated. So after formation of government, it needs or it consists of three pillars, that is called as the organs of the government as legislature, executive and judiciary. Because we know that when a government or the government's main function is relating to the making of the laws, these laws should be made, implement and protected by the government itself. So the law making function of the government is made by the most important organ of the government, that is legislature. That laws which are made by the legislature is implemented by another organ of the government, that is called as executive. So executing of laws is made by another branch of the government, that is called as executive. So those laws which are already made and executed by the legislature and executive, that laws are protected by another branch of the government, that is called as judiciary. So friends, I hope I cleared the idea about the meaning of the word state and government. Friends, state is a broader idea and government is the important element of the state. We can't imagine the state without an organized government. So let's take the differences between the state and the government. So friends, the first difference between the state and the government is regarding its nature. So the first one is a state is having a particular territory with the people who enjoy sovereignty, while a government is an organization that creates, defines and enforces the laws of the state. That is the first important distinction between the state and the government. Now second, state is a broader idea but government is made by the people of the state. It is formed by the representatives of the people who are part of the state. So government is not as broader as the state, it is only part of it. So this is the second distinction. Third one is that state is a community itself, but government is an agency or agent of the state. Government work for the state. A state is a centralized political organization that imposes and enforces rules over a population within a territory which are made by the government. So this is the third distinction. So fourth distinction is that state is a concept, an idea or a name used to denote a community of persons, and these persons who lives in a state make the government. Consequently, friends, we came to know that state and government both are important. For making of state, government is important, and for making of the government, state is also important. Because without people, we can't imagine the government, and without government, state not made. So both are important. So friends, this is all about today's topic, that is the meaning of the words state and government and what are the differences between these two terms, that is the state and the government. So this is all about the state and government. So bye friends, see you soon in my next video.